So basically when you want to do something like perception, just say, I want to roll a perception check. All right, with your one success, you can tell that he's looking at your owl.
You got a problem with my owl, Lara?
Huh? Oh, no. Your owl is very beautiful, madame.
Just letting you know that owls are much smarter than humans, Ara, and if you're doing some suspicious stuff there...
I'm not suspicious. You're suspicious. The way that you say Ara is real suspicious.
Well, excuse me, that's because I'm from another country. What's your problem, huh? Because I am good at taking pictures. I'm taking a picture of him doing his job really bad.
All right. And once you take a picture, when you look at the picture, there's like something weird about him. You notice that in the picture, he seems to be like extremely kind of pale and weird looking.
Okay.
Yeah. Very strange, just not like a person should look.
I'll be careful.
So the rest of the night goes pretty normally. I mean, the dude doesn't bother you or anything, but is just doing all kinds of stupid shit. Like tries talking to the birds and starting conversations with them, but is not doing it right.
All right, I think I'm gonna go get him fired then.
Your shift is over. It's about 2 a.m. and it's time to close up shop and not a single customer has come in.
First shift completed. Success. Okay, locking up.
Now, as you head home, however, it seems just kind of like late spooky night doesn't really feel very safe.
Oh, yabe. Yeah. No problem. I do have, by the way, a danger sense and direction sense. I do a perception check on the way.
All right, sounds good. Oh, wow, 3 8s. Very nice, very nice. So naturally, there's a bit of an eerie feeling in the air. A bit of tension. That's always how it feels at this time of night. But occasionally you'll hear like a rustling noise from your right, your left. Probably just a mouse, right? Something like that. Yeah. Certainly, it's fine.
I got Uhu with me. I'll be fine.
Out of the corner of your eye, you feel like you spot a strange shape. A figure, perhaps. But when you turn your head, it's gone. Suddenly, you feel as though you might not be the only one here anymore.
I run away. I start running towards my apartment.
So you run, and it almost seems as though the alleyway is never ending. Once you've come to kind of a dead end, and you're supposed to turn, you've stepped on something strange, something squishy. You look down, and just in time, as soon as you've stepped on it, you realize that you've stepped on a snake.
Again?
That is now hissing and slithering away. Again, yes.
Another snake? I continue running, I guess.
You continue running home, and eventually you do make it home. It still feels like it's around you somehow. It's hard to describe. Scary.
Oh, well, okay. I make sure to lock the door and everything properly. I'm still quite awake, so I write in my diary.
For whatever reason, even though you're safe in your home and whatnot, you've locked all the doors, you can't help but feel like you're in some kind of danger.
Well, I didn't eat dinner yet, so I'm gonna start cooking some bean soup.
Your birds do not actually join you for the meal, unfortunately. They all just kind of seem on edge. It gets to be about 5 a.m. or so, and it seems like the light is beginning to kind of come through the window, the light of day.
Oh my God.
But after your first day at the job, you're so exhausted. I kind of feel like maybe the danger has left you. It's hard to tell for sure. It could just be the sleepiness setting in, but at this point, you're going to need to make a roll if you want to stay awake.
Go to sleep, but I think, it still wants to stay awake.
All right. So you close your eyes, and you begin to kind of dream. In your dream, you are about perhaps 15 years old. It's an old memory. Because the memory is still a little foggy and the dream is still a bit foggy, you can't tell exact people within your dream. You realize that you're holding some kind of gun. In the other hand, you're holding your golden pendant. At the same time, in that hand, someone is giving you the pendant. You realize that it's that memory from the photo, and while you can't determine an exact face, you hear a voice. Tiara, this is very important. This pendant is very special, and you may not know why for a very long time, but it's important that you always hold on to it and never let anyone take it away from you, not even your owl, understand?
Okay. I understand.
Good. Because someday you'll realize why it's so important. I promise. And at that time, I'll join you again. Okay?
I'll keep it safe, Anna.
Well, don't worry. I'll still be around for a long time. I'm not going anywhere. Trust me. And someday,
Okay.
I'll teach you how to use it.
The pendant. Okay.
But you must hold on to it.
I'll hold on. I'm not gonna give it to anyone, Anna.
And as soon as you say that, the dream begins to kind of break up a little bit. As the pieces begin to fall away, you hear something that sounds some kind of screaming noise from one of your birds.
I wake up immediately and do a perception check.
All right, so you got 2 successes. You wake up and realize that your birds are in a big frenzy. When you get to the door, it doesn't seem like it's been broken into or anything like that. It all appears to be fine, for the most part, except there is something missing. Your bird.
My pendant! Oh, okay. My bird. Wait. Ooh!
Your bird, Uhu, is gone.
No. That's impossible. No.
And not only your bird, your pendant is also missing.
No, what the fuck? You can't do that to me!
I can't.
No! No!
Yeah.
No! I panic!
Roll
Do I
to
have
panic.
roll for panicking?
Let's just say that you panic real hardcore and it's bad.
Well, there's still some other birds in my apartment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I sent them looking.
All right. You open the window and your birds fly out. They scatter.
I also ran outside to try to find Uhu, and I yell for Uhu. Uhu! Where are you, Anna? I leave the apartment and run around in the city.
To search for your owl, it's going to be a wits and investigation check.
Carry. 1 dice.
Oh, but it's unskilled, so it's going to be, this is a really important roll. If you don't get a success on this, then it's a really bad thing. You will fail. If you get a 1, you're in big trouble. Oh no. You scour the whole city, and even your birds seem to be having a difficult time, but you can find nothing. You run to the bird shop, and by the time that your investigation is done, it's about 10 p.m. or so when your shift usually begins.
Oh, well then that's good that I go there.
You can't forget the part-time job, man. We gotta pay Edith. And the old lady kind of appears out front of the shop and says, "Oh, good, you're on time. Here are the keys. Have a good shift."
Well, I guess my bird is also not at the bird shop, huh?
Unfortunately, Uhu is not in the shop, and it appears that the other birds have no idea what's going on, so they can't really help you out, unfortunately. Do you proceed along with work?
No, I can't. I asked the eagle who found a liking in me.
All right, so you manage to instruct the eagle. You really need to go find your owl. The eagle kind of begins to take flight. The eagle immediately crashes into someone walking through the back door. Oh wow! Oh man, that's a really strong bird.
Have you seen my owl or not? I do a perception check.
What's gonna happen here is it's gonna be a contested roll. Basically, he's going to roll to lie to you, and you're going to roll to perceive his lie. What I need you to roll: intelligence and subterfuge. That's 2 dice. Now, first, this is Ciara's roll. Okay? All right, you got 1 success. Now, this is Victor's roll.
Does he get the same dice?
No. He's got a different character sheet. For him, difficulty is probably gonna be 7.
Looks good to me.
While Victor is trying to lie to you completely, you're asking these questions about Uhu. Listen, it's got nothing to do with me. It's just, there are some people that...
People? What people? Ara.
I mean, listen. He says, "Gah."
That's you.
Gah.
I interrupt him, push him against the wall, and then really close get really close with my face, and I'm like, you tell me what the hell you did to my bird now, Ara, or are you gonna get into a lot of trouble?
Why do you say Ara all the time? It's freaking me out, man.
Tell me what the fuck my bird is, Ara!
Okay, listen. The bird's been captured, okay? I watched it happen with my own eyes, alright? I was walking home after the shift, just like you.
So that was you.
Yeah, but it's just because I got the feeling something was weird, okay? Listen, I can tell when things are
You're
weird.
weird, Ara.
I'm not weird, you're the weird one! You're the one that says Ara at the end of all of your sentences. There's a house. It's an abandoned house. It's not just your bird, though. There are a lot of owls. The dumbass who was looking for your bird can't tell between owls, so they took a bunch of owls. There are a whole lot of them over there. I really hope you know what your bird looks like, because you're gonna have a tough time finding that owl.
And you are going to bring me there right now.
Huh? Wait, me?
But
I don't
you
want to go
followed
in that
me.
house. They ain't my friends.
No, you are. You saw it and you didn't stop it while my bird was being captured. You're gonna go with me now. I take his hand, his wrist.
A girl touching my hand?
His
Whoa.
wrist.
A girl touching my wrist? Wow.
Take it. I grab it really tightly so that it hurts.
Ooh. Oh, great! The more it hurts, the better it is!
I slap his face, Sarah.
Wow, thank you!
I'm taking the key from the shop and I slice his cheek. It's like, you shut the fuck up now and bring me to my bird. Stop being such a fucking idiot, Ara.
He is a little shocked, but he's like, right away, ma'am. You got it. You got it, madame. All right, I'll lead you there.
All right.
So you are led to an old house.
Yeah.
Here it is. Let's go ahead and roll a perception check for this brand new area. And it's dark, so it'll be 7. Oh shit. It's really fucking dark.
I let him do the perception check.
You tell him to do a perception check? He says, only if you slap me again.
I punch him with my fist instead.
All right, go ahead and roll your strength plus brawl.
So 2 dices.
All right.
Difficulty?
Difficulty is gonna be 6. You punch him a little bit. He's like, ow? Question mark?
I do a fucking perception check now, Ara. You brought us into this shit, now you check around.
For some reason, difficulty for him is only gonna be 6.
Interesting, sus.
All right, with 2 successes. I don't know, it's an old ass house. Looks like it isn't being lived in, except there are like 2 lights on right now. Wait, no, 3 fucking lights. It looks like it's candlelight though. Probably not like electric. That place definitely doesn't have water or electricity system in there. Looks like it's someone's hideout. It's definitely someone's hideout.
And you know the person that lives in there, don't you, Ara?
Nah, I don't know him. I don't associate him, but we're kind of the same in a way. It's hard to explain.
How, Ara?
I know him from business that I do. Like I said, I'm like a prince and whatever. You won't freaking believe me.
I'll stay about 20 meters away from the house and you go knock on the door, please, and say you want my bird.
Okay, fine. Oh, do I have to?
You have to, I'm waiting, Ara.
What you gonna do for me?
I push him to walk towards the door.
You push with great force. And
Yes.
he seems to kind of be like, all right, fine, whatever, fine, I'll go to the door. And he goes to the door, looks back at you, looks at the door, looks back at you, looks at the door, looks back at you. He rings the bell, shoves his hands into his pockets, looks back and forth. Oh man, this is gonna fucking suck.
I tell him to try to open the door.
He very slowly reaches for the door handle, looks back at you and says, what are you gonna do for me?
I'll cover for you when you don't come to your shift tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you were gonna get me fired. Yeah, can you maybe not do that?
Yeah, if you manage to get us into the house and get me my bird, yes.
Gotcha.
Okay, deal.
He turns the knob very slowly. The door creaks open. He looks inside. He kind of turns back to look at you and says, I don't know, seems like there's nothing in here, really. And as soon as he says that, ah! He screams. As his body vanishes from the front porch, the door slams shut, and Victor is no longer in your sights.
What the fuck? Did he die?
As you head over to the front porch,
Yeah.
of this old house, and do you attempt to enter the home?
Yeah, I do.
Here we are.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead and roll perception in this brand new area. And since it's rather dark, difficulty is 7. All right, so you've got 1 success here. This place, well, it's old. You can tell that it hasn't been properly lived in for a long, long time. And it almost seems as though, at least when you enter, no one's there. Is anyone really there? Are you sure that Victor isn't just playing some kind of prank on you?
A call for Victor and for Uhu. Ada! Victor, you bastard, Ada!
As soon as you begin calling out, you hear a ruckus begin. A ruckus of footsteps and yelling. Who is that? Is it her? Is she finally here? We've been waiting for so long. Footsteps begin to approach you.
I take a few steps back towards the door, just for security so I can escape immediately.
As you kind of move back, you notice that there's a strange rustling noise off in a room to your right. You hear that the rustling in particular sounds like cages clashing together.
Cages? Okay, so I go over to that room.
As you enter the room with the cages, you realize that just as you entered that room, the people inside the house have entered the main hall. They don't see you yet.
Are there birds in the cages?
Oh, you can't tell in the darkness. Definitely some kind of creature inside the cages, but you can't see. You're a little too focused on what's going on in the other room, but you see that there are 4 people, and they're all carrying guns, and they look real scary. They haven't noticed you yet.
I try to sneak up onto one. Perhaps maybe unarm one of them that is the closest to me.
Let's go ahead and do a dexterity plus stealth check.
One dice.
Oh my God. All right.
What's
Difficulty
the difficulty?
is going to be 7.
Oh yeah, seems about right.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, man.
Oh wow, that is 1 success.
I was gonna ask, is this possible to end in a bad ending, the tutorial session?
I could imagine if your character gets killed, it might be kind of yabai.
Well, I succeeded.
All right, you take the closest one to you. Well, they're all wearing hoods. It's really hard to tell. And has a gun that's facing you, out of the back pocket. And that's the gun that you aim for. It looks like a pretty cheap little pistol, but you manage to grab it, take hold of it. You can tell that you haven't quite alerted them, actually. They definitely feel that there's something weird going on. They're looking back and forth, and one of them says, "Did you see where the prince went?" And the other, No, it's fine. I got him. We got him tied up in the back room.
I make my way to the back room, Ada.
You're gonna have to roll stealth again.
I don't really have stealth.
Well, let's go ahead and try anyway, baby. Difficulty is gonna be 7 again.
Come on, baby.
The floor creaks, and all 4 of the figures immediately turn your way. There she is!
No, wait! I'll pull out my gun.
You pull out your gun, that's fine, and they all immediately pull their guns out on you. There's 3 guns on you.
I asked them, who are you, Ada?
All of them kind of look at each other as though someone's waiting for someone else to speak. And then one of the shorter ones with the gun says, "This is getting boring. We should just shoot her and kill her." And then one of the other minions, who's a slightly taller woman, says, "Wouldn't that be pointless, though? She looks rather delicious. And plus, maybe she can help us with the owl. You have something very, very important, madame."
Well, no, probably you have it because you stole it from me. Where's my bird, Ada? Victor told me, Ada.
Oh, you mean the dumb ex-prince?
Yeah, what did you do with him, Ada?
Nah, he doesn't know shit. He's like tied up in the bag. Forget him. We're just gonna ship him back to his family. He'll be in big trouble for trying to help out.
You may be more people than me, but I'm way more skilled than you, and I believe in that. I got trained by my brother, the one and only.
Oh yes, we know who your brother is. Your brother is also very important to all of this. Do you know where the pendant is?
It was stolen from me, Ada. From you guys.
If we had the pendant, we wouldn't be having this conversation, you see. And you hear a loud, gruff voice coming from the well-built one that says, "Look, we don't have time for this. Listen, are you gonna give us that pendant or what? Your owl can lead us to it."
I am going to say, mix a word that Uhu knows into a sentence. I'm going to say, well, I could perhaps help you. I could also to help you. I don't know.
Oh, okay, I see. So you're trying to kind of get your owl's attention?
And you're trying to get some more time.
Okay. It's clever that you're trying to mix in a word there that your owl knows. So you managed to buy yourself quite a bit of time, as it seems as though your pursuers have kind of stopped moving. Because they're noticing that the owls are kind of rustling a bit in their cages. And you can feel as though Uhu is trying to reach out to you.
Okay, I know what I do. I shoot at the lock of the cage.
You manage to shoot the lock. Your friend, Uhu, comes barreling out of the cage.
Nice!
So as your feathered friend comes barreling out of the cage, the aggressors kind of seem a bit shocked and are saying, "What did you do that for? Hey, wait a minute." And you hear all of their guns cock into place.
I send Uhu to the back room to free Victor, because he seems to be on my side after all.
You send Uhu off to go free Victor, but you hear that there's something kind of feral going on, and in the midst of the commotion, the particularly tall one begins kind of like jerking in a way that you've never seen before. At least not for a human being. Keeps repeating things like, "I'm so hungry though. Come on, I know the rest of you want to. It's been so long after all."
I'm gonna quickly shoot at one or two more cages to open them up and make them scatter and do shit!
You yell, "Do shit" to the birds. With the one bird that you set free, the cages begin to rustle a bit, moving back and forth, causing a bit of a commotion, and about two of the members are kind of thrown off and actually fall to the ground. So, as you manage to try and make an escape, there are still going to be two following you, and you make your way out to the main hall to realize that Victor has also been freed, and Uhu is joining you at this same time. And now it's the two of you and these two aggressors pointing guns at you. One of them is in a state of frenzy at this exact moment. Now, we're going to do something called rolling initiative. This is when a battle begins. All right?
Shit.
So, for this battle, now rolling initiative is going to become very central to this game.
4.
All right, yours is 4. All right, so let's roll for you first. 1d10 plus. Here we go. All right, here's your initiative mod. Your initiative mod is 12. Now, for these other characters, I will roll. Victor is also 12. Mystery character 1 is only got an 8. And mystery character number 2. And this one got 15. So this is the turn order, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and type it, actually. The first thing that mystery character 2 does is pull out what looks to be a revolver and says, "You shouldn't have come here, little lady." But chooses not to use the revolver at this point in time, probably thinking that they can just bash you up. Swirls around the club in his hands.
Can I try to dodge?
Tell me what your defense is.
No, 1. Oh shit,
1? Okay. It's gonna be a 5d10, but minus your defense, so it's a 4d10. This is to roll to hit you.
Okay.
If the roll succeeds, they will do the damage. So they barely managed to do some damage to you. Because there's only one success, I'm gonna go ahead and just like home rule this. Usually it would do 2 bashing damage, but I'm only gonna have it do 1 bashing damage to you. Now on your sheet, do you see where it says health? In one of those boxes, go ahead and put 1 slash, which means you have 1 point of bashing damage.
Okay, done.
All right. Sounds good. Now it's your turn. What do you choose to do?
I shoot at the same guy.
This gun that you have stolen from this one character does 2 lethal damage. For guns, that's going to be a strength plus firearms, which is 8 dice. So here we go. And difficulty 6. Okay, 1, 2. 2 successes, so I would definitely say that you do the 2 lethal damage. However, even though you feel like you should have done some damage, this character shakes it off like it's no problem.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What do I do? Well, I try to escape, I guess, from now on.
You realize at this point that these beings are not exactly human.
Does Victor have anything to say in this situation?
Yeah, Victor sure does have something to say. Victor rolls to run away. He says, "Bye!" But mystery character 1 is going to jump at you because this mystery character seems to be in a bit of a frenzy and is very, very, very hungry. Now, you may contest this.
I will contest it.
You're going to need to roll, let's see, how about strength in this case? Strength and athletics.
5 dice.
For difficulty, we're just gonna set it at 6 for this. 8 and 6, that's 2 successes. Now, this character is going to roll to jump at you. Oh no. Okay, with that 1 success, it's just enough to throw you to the ground. You are on the ground, and it would appear that this snarling beast of what once seemed to be human is now on top of you. And you can see something strange. Tiara, something that you didn't notice before when the hood was still on. You can see a crazed, snarling something with fangs and skin so pale you can't even believe that this being is alive. But their eyes have turned completely black.
Well, I will try to push him away and run away.
You're gonna roll 5d10. Oh, wow, that's very good. Wow, that is very good. Well, they did get 3 successes and you got 4 successes, so you push and shove the frenzied creature from off top of you. And so now this frenzied creature is going to try one more attack on you.
Miss,
I do actually have
miss,
stats.
miss.
Roll your strength and athletics again. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. They only got 2 successes, so here's how the scene plays out. The creature before you, who is definitely no longer anything even close to human, lunges at you again and you manage to dodge them just in time by moving swiftly to the right. And as they lunge at you, they kind of continue running and manage to bonk themselves into the wall, which begins to kind of snap them out of their frenzy a bit. They shake their head and try to pull themselves together, but very clearly have kind of taken the focus off of you for this one moment in time. Mystery character number 2 is going to actually pull out the pistol and aim at you and fire, and says, oh, well, guns are the most effective way to kill a human. Plus, I'm not really hungry, so we might as well just end this right here. 6d10. Your defense is 1. It will be 5d10. And difficulty is 6.
Got it.
Ouchies. So they shoot you directly in your arm, and you're going to take 2 lethal damage. All right, you have 2 lethal damage, and it hurts like a mother F word
Now
in this
I
moment.
shall try to run again.
I'll need you to roll dexterity and athletics.
Oh, 4 dice.
And because you have set up a clear path of getting away, I'll go ahead and make the difficulty only 6. And with 2 dice, that should be enough for you to escape.
Run!
Because, thankfully, the one good thing that Victor did manage to do after escaping was break through the front door. That was the one thing that he did right. Leave the front door wide open for you. Useless guy, really. You run. And you run and run and run into the forest, as a matter of fact, because the forest is what stands between you and civilization at this point.
I run.
Roll again to keep running. This time, you'll need to roll your stamina and athletics. Oh no. You trip. You trip and fall, and you hurt yourself. For 1 bashing damage. You manage to keep running until you feel like your legs are going to fall off, and eventually, the footsteps that were behind you begin to disappear. Your sense of danger is slowly beginning to wither away at this point.
Oh, thank God, Kelly, that was scary.
You made it to the other side, Tiara.
But I lost my pendant.
You've made it outside of the forest. You know that you're in an alleyway, and Uhu is with you, and at that point, just both of you alone in that alleyway. And Uhu perches on your shoulder and seems to kind of tilt their head at you.
What is it, Uhu?
Uhu tells you to wait there.
Okay,
And
I
to
wait.
not move.
I wait, Ara.
After that, Uhu jumps off of your shoulder, leaps into the air, and then flies off into the darkness, leaving you alone in the alleyway.
Scary.
You wait beneath the one lamp that is shining in this dark alleyway. You can discern that the footsteps are not footsteps that you have ever heard before. The figure slowly begins to approach you, and you realize, although there is some similarity with the being that you saw in the park, this isn't the same person at all. In fact, this person is a woman. A rather strong-looking woman with a trench coat. She has long brown hair and a ponytail and is wearing shades. Takes the cigarette from her mouth, stomps it on the ground, and says,
That's Jade Chat.
You look like you've, seen some shit, huh?
As who are you, Ara?
Huh?
Who are you, Ara?
Who am I, Ada?
Who are you?
Who, A-R-A-A-R-A? What are you
Who
trying to
are
say?
you?
Who are
you?
Excuse me?
Who the fuck are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Not really important. More
Okay.
importantly, I have a question for you. You saw something, didn't you?
Maybe I did, Ara. None of your concern, Ara.
Well, I think it's very much my concern, you see, because I know what you've been through. Simple as that, really. Not just you, either. Know what your brother's been through as well.
My brother? You know my brother, Ara?
Everyone knows your brother, at least everyone in this community. Could even be in Egypt, I suppose. That's where he said he was going, but hey, that was something about 2 years ago.
Do you know who those... They were like monsters.
Precisely. Interestingly enough, those so-called monsters are a little more common than you'd think. Hell, you couldn't even really tell, could ya? Your little janitor friend.
I mean, he was kind of sus, I know. So, what do you know about those things that attacked me?
I know that they're definitely not done looking for you, and they definitely know where you live. I will admit, I've been watching you for a while.
Were you at the park, Gawr? The other day.
Wasn't necessarily me, but I suppose you could say it was an extension of me.
Snake.
There was a snake? You have to tell me more.
Met 2 snakes in the past 2 days.
So that's how they were tracking you. But your owl was really smart, I tell you what. Hiding that pendant. Here's something for you. If you are a little worried about where things are going to go from here, just go to this address. I can promise you a possibility, a chance for something different after all of this, a chance to stay safe. She hands you a business card.
I look at the card.
There's no name of a person per se, but it looks as though it's a business card that leads to a bar. When you look up, she's gone. Just like that.
All right.
And when your bird does return to you, Uhu comes back. And of course, as expected, drops into your hands the Phoenix pendant.
Thank you, Uhu. I gave Uhu a little bread snack that I had in my pocket. I put it, this time not around my neck because it's too obvious. I put it in my bra.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll go to the bar.
all right. Once you make it to the bar, and a light up sign, you open up the door, and you enter.
Oh, is that...
See you next time, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
That's the end.
Oh, okay.